Hello there, fellow enthusiasts of the old school vehicles like yourself here, Elton, aka Retro Old School. I've filmed this bus drive by me a couple of times in this neighborhood, actually. And it's really a sight for sore eyes among all the boring fucking cars everywhere. Not only are they mostly boring, because this is a poor slash working class neighborhood, they're fucking boring and cheap economy cars for the most part. So if you want to talk about more interesting modern cars, in my opinion, like some of you got to get into the more expensive stuff, you know? Anyway, speaking of something that was expensive that was when it was new, but you know, we can get a bus like this in this kind of condition for, you know, fucking peanuts, because most people don't have a place to put something that big. It's the same thing with fire trucks, you know. Some of them are a little bit shorter, some are about that size. You can get them for peanuts, you know, a few $1,000 because you just can't get rid of them. So, what year is this Ford Thomas? Thomas was the name of the company that made, for the most part, the whole body here and everything. Ford, of course, made the front clip. It's probably a B700 diesel. What kind of diesel? Maybe a fuel pincher? Well, this particular body styling of Ford medium duty, as it's known, this front clip on medium duty trucks came out in 1980 and was made until the early 90s. I don't know until what year exactly. And it's a really neat thing, you know. Like, this guy really loves this fucking thing. He's added this horn here. You got your life preserver. You've got what else did I notice there? That anchor is a nice touch, you know. That's the kind of vehicle you would like to have to go across the country with, you know. Other than that, the cockpit looks pretty stock. I like that stock steering wheel. Boy, I tell you, if you had one of these powered by a gas motor, probably like a 360, something like that, 400, sorry, even bigger than that would be a 460 actually, 460 gas. I mean, you're talking about like what, 8 miles per gallon, maybe less even. Now, whoa, that's a coincidence that should pass by actually, because a friend of mine bought recently a 95 Winnebago Brave, which is as big as this fucking thing, and it's got a 460 V8 in it gas. Now this here, I don't know if this would fly in a few other provinces, or let alone the U.S. states there, because it's highly of a sexual suggestive nature, you know what I'm saying? So, and me, I am not at all, you know, that type of guy, the swinger type, the pervert type, you know, like making always these fucking cat calls to chicks and all that, and the swinger, you know. Mind you, I should mention, actually, come to think of it, I almost forgot to mention something interesting about this bus as I was walking up towards it, because the first time I see it parked, is that I live in Hochelaga, which is south of Rosemo here, and a few years ago, there was a bus where the guy, it was just like this, same type of Ford B700, I think it was a Thomas body, and it was orange, it was mostly orange and black, but the guy had it converted so he could put a race car in the back, as far as I know anyway. So I was thinking to myself, maybe it's the same one, but nah, probably not. Got a bad gash up there, right? Yeah. It's cool though, eh? It's got that hippie bus kind of look to it, really, you know? It's pretty neat. I like it. I'm glad I found it, you know, and it's just something cool to see. It's different, you know, it's vintage, and or, well, almost vintage if it's not from the 80s, you know. Let me get one last look here.
Okay guys, so just to go along with what you just saw, and this is all thanks to my friend Jack out in New Hampshire, who, as you might have saw in another video, what was it, like a couple of months ago now, I guess, he sold me a whole bunch of car brochures, and there were truck brochures, and then there was this one bus brochure, school bus, like, as you can see right here. I think it's an 81, can't remember, let me see here, sometimes they mark the date. No, 84, published in August 84. So again, you got the same nose as the bus you just saw, but the body on this I don't know, it looks like a Wayne or Carpenter, or maybe it was Ford that made the whole body. But look how cool this is. Look, it just unfolds like that. That's pretty neat, eh? And go back and look at it like this. It opens up like that. Interesting too, which is weird, is the two-piece doors, and the one on the left is smaller than the one on the right. That's pretty weird to see that on a bus, I think. Anyway, and there's your minibus there, E150 series. Here's your chassis. And of course your specifications. I guess you would have had your choice of diesel or gas engines. Yeah, there you go, right here. Of course, the one that I filmed before is definitely diesel, because I filmed it a couple of times driving by here in Montreal. And obviously, if it had had a gas engine, it would have probably been older than. I think it's probably a bus from the early 90s, something like that. And there you go, that's it, man. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Hasta luego. Bye-bye.